Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. I have been like all day. Don't know why I was fine yesterday. But more importantly, well, not more importantly, more than that. You can hear it, right? More than that, I have heartburn, man. I got heartburn, which I don't get often at all. I think that's probably contributing to me being scratchy, you know. I had heartburn all night. But I love acidic foods. It's gonna be really hard to not eat what I want to eat. I love stuff that's super acidic. So I'm gonna try my best to not eat stuff that's gonna make it worse, but oh, I love tomato, I love lemon, I love sauces with wine in it. You know what I mean? Like, oh. And I normally eat so much of it, and I don't usually get heartburn or stomach issues or anything, but I gotta cold turkey them until I feel better. Fuck. The antacids. I can't really take them. I won't go into detail, but I got some issues. I can't really take them and have them not fuck me up. So I will drink water. Yeah, no, Tums would make me more sick. Oh well. I just gotta thug it out. Have to cut big time on spicy stuff for your gastritis? Yeah. Oh, I love spicy food too. That's the problem. I love really spicy food. And I love really like sour and acidic foods. So I have to avoid everything I love until my heartburn's gone. I love that shit, man. You can't eat tomatoes, Garrick? Oh, I'd fucking die. I would die. Anyway, how do you pronounce the word in the title? I say syrup. Like an I, syrup, 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 scissor. I like, how do I say it? S-I-H is how I say it. Syrup. Syrup, right? I heard someone the other day say syrup. And I was like, ugh, it made me mad to hear it. I don't know, they said it and I was like, ugh. Which I think a lot of people say it like that, but just not like where I'm from, you know? They said syrup. What the hell is that? Say it right. Syrup, S-I-H, syrup. Say it right, guys. Syrup. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. Syrup. You say syrup. You're different from me and I hate that. Yup. I don't like how you say words because it's not how I say words. I'm trying to get comfortable sitting on this chair, but my cat is just taking up the whole thing.
And fix the 3D printer I was ushing as shelf XD.
Dude, you were using like a really nice 3D printer as a shelf. What's your go-to syrup? I don't eat things that you put syrup on for the most part. I haven't bought and kept syrup in my fridge in like well over a year.
Syrup.
I just kind of don't eat that shit. I used to. I've had it many times. I don't even dislike syrup. I just don't see the reason to be putting that shit in anything. Shades, pancakes, and waffles. I don't eat a lot of like bread-based stuff. I don't eat or make pancakes. I don't even dislike them, but it's just not something I make at home ever. I don't know. Oh, crepes? No. I don't like crepes, actually. I don't like crepes. They're just worse pancakes, in my opinion. I also really don't like mixing sweet things with savory, so people will do waffles and then they'll put, like, you know, something savory on it. Ugh. Gross. Regarding sweeteners for, like, coffee, do you go for sugar syrups or just straight? I hate coffee. I cannot stand coffee. I drink tea or water. And I either put nothing in my tea, tiny bit of milk in my tea, or maybe sugar, and that would just be normal sugar, like tiny bit of brown sugar in there, and that's it. Bro said tea and water is the same thing. Yeah, that's why they're named different things, because they're the same. So true. So true. You put honey in your tea. I don't like honey either. Wait, actually, now I think about it. I don't really like honey either. I don't like the flavor of it. Bitter isn't the word, but the specific flavor of it I don't like. I just don't know why everything has to be sweet. I don't like sweet stuff. Well, I do here and there, but like specific things. Tea bags are loose leaf? Both. I've been doing more loose leaf. Sound like you were raised out of the womb on coffee. Yeah, it's almost like voice has nothing to do with habits. No, I like the smell of coffee beans, and I don't mind it in like some foods.
XDD.
Thanks, bye. But I don't really I don't like to drink it. I think the smell of coffee beans is better than the smell of brewed coffee. I just don't like it, man. I said honey in desserts? Nah. Nope. She hates being happy. See, this is the problem. You assume eating something with sugary syrup in it is happiness? Like what? You think I can't drink tea and be happy? Not very Buddhist of you. What did we just talk about last stream? Get your combos out, all right? What did we just talk about? The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have. This is why you are unhappy when you drink water, because you don't appreciate the world. You non-Buddhist scum. Okay? Don't get it twisted. You will sit down and breathe and achieve happiness. Your bro doesn't appreciate his clean drinking water. Oh, yeah. The thing is, I still love certain sweets, but certain ones, you know? Certain ones. I like cookies. Woo! Don't really like cake.
Tea, coffee, or water. Drink what you wish. Happiness does not come from liquids. It comes from inner peace. Combo.
Yeah, do you see how I can have a simple conversation about what drinks I do and do not like, and people in the chat will type that I am unhappy? They will say they think I am mean or unhappy for discussing my likes and dislikes for drinks. Classic. The internet isn't real. You need to sit there and close your eyes and appreciate the fact that you have drinking water. Okay. chat moment. Twitch chat moment. You sound unhappy, so you're right. I should put on a YouTuber voice so that you think I'm happy. I should make sure I prove to you that I'm happy by going, "What's up, chat?" Instead of just speaking comfortably, which is what makes me happy. I should be screaming into the mic. So true. Yes, true happiness comes from having a numpad and a rug. Exactly. Exactly. It's, you know, it's the little things in life. Like a rug to pull the room together. Or, you know, drinking water that doesn't poison me. Anyway, Buddha said, with your thoughts, you make the world. The greatest prayer is patience. Ooh. Hold on, let me find more bangers. Hold on, hold on. Ooh, you know the 5 remembrances. I am the owner of my actions, heir of my actions. Actions are the womb from which I have sprung. Actions are my relations. Actions are my protection. Whatever actions I do, good or bad, of these I shall become the heir. Mmm. Mmm. Ooh, there's this other good one. It's paraphrased a little bit. You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. Ooh. Ooh. Bars. I think the classic one is so true though. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. AKA, you can't hide. You can't hide. Larry needs these. I gotta send these to Uzi. I gotta send these to Uzi and be like, hey, we're going on our Buddhist arc, okay? Ooh, to understand the limitations of something, desire it. Dun dun! That's good. That's good. That's good. Anyway. This is why I simply speak freely about my preferences, even though someone, whether they mean it or not, will always casually type, you are unhappy because you don't put honey in your coffee or whatever the fuck. I am a being with patience, and I will continue to talk about what drinks I like to drink. Covet not 50 gold. Econ is irrelevant if you go eighth. Very true. Together. Om. Om. So true. So I hate coffee. Does that make me unhappy? Oh, yeah, you know, because the thing is, like, I don't think poorly of anyone who, like, assumes this. I think it's very human, but in general, people on the internet only like... I've noticed this as a creator. You experience this a lot as a creator, and you get to really see it. People only like when you talk about what you like, whether they agree with it or not. But as long as you're talking about something you like, they're like, yes, positive. But then if you talk about things that you dislike in a simple preference kind of way, you're just like, oh, I don't enjoy eating this one thing. People see that as, oh, negative conversation, and then start to assume that you feel angry when talking about it, or that you're having a bad time, which is why you're talking about it, even though you're simply like, yeah, I don't like broccoli or something. You know what I mean? And I think it comes down to like primitive lizard brain. Good is good, bad is bad. Ooh.
A mind palace without
Yes,
a rug
phenomenon.
is an existence devoid warmth. Meditate.
You need a rug. But it is an interesting phenomenon. I feel like you really, 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 really notice it when you are a content creator. People see dislike as a problem to be solved. Yeah, the thing is, I think most people like and dislike a healthy number of things on both sides. But they're afraid to express dislike because they get that kind of reaction from people. But then I think that builds more dishonest conversation, or people not like fully expressing themselves properly. Just in my opinion. I don't know. Talking about things I don't like doesn't make me unhappy. I'm just like, it's just logical, right? Like, there's 2 columns, likes and dislikes, and I'm just putting different things in the different columns. You know what I mean? Right? It's like a very, very simple conversation. But yeah, it's really interesting. You'll see a lot of that. I think chat is usually fine. I think when people here are also like saying shit that I make fun of, I'm making fun of you more than I think you're actually like trying to be mean or something, right? But I think in YouTube comments, that's where it gets really bad. That's where you see people really go crazy. Or Twitter. He said, that's why you have to front load phrases like just my opinion based on my experience only from my perspective and then say what you dislike. Right, which is crazy because the sentence, I don't like cake, is a full sentence. And you can assume that I'm talking about what I personally like because I said I like or I don't like. Right? But people will still like feel like they need you to say like, just in my personal opinion, no offense if you do, blah, blah, blah. Like they need that to be, I don't know, maybe it's reassurance. It's not like you're saying cake is bad. Right. If you said, I think all cake is bad, that's a like an objective statement you're trying to make, right? But if you say, I don't like cake, it all tastes bad to me, you're talking about your personal tastes, right? But now you need to like give a full paragraph preamble so that people know you're stating your opinion for sure. Isn't that crazy? I think it just comes down to like literacy. I think that's actually like a literacy issue is what I feel. Or like when you say, oh, most people think this, and they're like, well, I don't. And you're like, I said most. And they're like, I don't though. And you're like, but I said most. You have to explain that you used a word in the sentence that clarifies that it's not everyone. You know what I mean? But nothing was wrong with the original sentence. So I think like a lot of the weird internet phenomena like that with people like not like really missing each other on understanding and everything. I think it's like literacy. Genuinely. Or just general comprehension. Isn't that crazy? Some of it can be chalked up to ESL too. Yes, but I think there's no excuse when you reply and say, hey, I said most, and then they still refuse to understand. They could look it up, you know? But outside of that, I'm definitely more forgiving if that's the case, but, you know. I don't know, it's all crazy. It's all crazy. Chad Buddhist says that Warhammer is shit while the virgin chatter cries and argues the idea. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. IEM keeps falling out. There we go. I fixed it. I don't know. You think I'm, yeah, Quebecois? Are you from Quebec? You sound French. The crazy thing is, you came into this chat. So you're here at 4:03 p.m. typing that, right? On the 14th of December, you came into this chat at 4:09 p.m. and typed, "Are you from Quebec? You sound French." Exactly the same. Literally copy paste same sentence. What's going on? What's going on? I'm not even saying you're trying to do something bad. I just want to know what's going on. Are we good? It's exactly the same. Like it's typed the same way. It's everything. Yeah, did you schedule this? Do you do this in other chats? I don't know. Loki, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I do not sound French, actually. I would never be French. Every day 4 that you're reminded how French you sound. Maybe, right? That's the thing. The funny part is, too, it's like within a few minutes, but a different day. I don't know. I don't know. That person also asked that to Fruit. So here's the thing, right? So it's obviously like their bit that they're copy pasting. But what's the point of that bit, right? Because it's neither funny nor like entertaining from my perspective. I can't see what's like why someone would be compelled to copy paste that in multiple chats, which means they're either a bot, but why would someone set up a bot to put that specifically in a chat? I have no leads here, right? I have no leads here, dude. Compiling reactions of what? People saying they're not French? That's not funny either. What if it's an experiment? If you are experimenting with that being the subject matter, it's just weird. It's a schooloid who just learned that Quebec is real. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. It's the funniest joke he knows. Yeah. Yeah. It's because of Mon Bazoo. No, because that hasn't been in the title before the last stream. You know? Yeah, so this is where we then, because there's no logical, reasonable explanation, now we put on the tinfoil hats. Now we put on the tinfoil hats, and now we say, you know, what the fuck is going on here? Are the French trying to invade Twitch chats? What could this be? Classic French move. Alfie would know. She has to fight French invasions every day in her homeland. She would know. She has to keep them from coming up from the south, because that's what goes on in Europe, right? Ooh, yeah, maybe they heard me calling people Frenchies. So this is the thing. I called the Expedition 33 team Frenchies, which, you know, considering they were dressed the way they were, I think that's kind of what they were going for. You know, just a hunch that maybe they wanted to be seen as very French, based off of the striped shirts and red berets they were all wearing together, matching at the Game Awards. You know, just a hunch. So I called them Frenchies. So maybe there's a small coalition of French people that really didn't like that, and now they're trying to infiltrate. And I just want you to know, I'm onto you, Frenchies, okay? I'm onto you. And you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. You can't. I'm 10 steps ahead. I know what you're trying to do. I'm onto you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One of you said, I'm French, and you're like the least... You're the least French-sounding person ever. I know. I know. I'll put up the anti-snail fence. Please do, Alfie. Oh my god, what if they're planning to create that snail that like follows you everywhere incredibly slowly? Oh. What if they're just trying to like release it upon me? Maybe I'm patient zero for the 1,000-year snail or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the immortal snail. I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to create the immortal snail. And they've decided, because I called the Expedition 33 team Frenchies, that I'm going to be the first target. But joke's on you. I've got salt in a ring around me at all times. Everywhere I go, I bring salt and I set up a little circle. Okay, I watched SpongeBob. I saw how they kept that bear away from them. I know how this works. Again, 10 steps ahead at all times. They will not get me. They just won't. Anyway, we are going to play a Canadian game today. I was about to say French. We're going to play a Canadian game today. We're going to play Monbazoo, which is definitely how it's pronounced. It's definitely how it's pronounced. You drive a car and you make maple syrup or something in the game, I think. Probably. Allegedly. But I wanted to go over offerings first before we do that. Yeah, it's maple flavored My Summer Car, exactly.
Vida pipo masturbation set si snoof cartridus arrogant shit number of neat dinuf dollar
yeah, no.
care.
Those aren't real words. Those aren't real words. Hold on, I gotta get into my my account thingy. Because I need to open Google Slides. Oh, it just flashbanged me. Okay. Hold on. Slideshow mode. Okay, here we go.
I'm on to you, GEEGA. You are secretly a French infiltrator. The signs have been there all along.
Yeah, me talking about despising the French, and every game that's not good, it's because it's French. Clearly. I love asking the French what 79 is. That's my favorite. Guys, how do you say 79 in French? It's my favorite one. It's the best one.
Soixante enough.
70s nuts. Ooh. Oh. Alright. We're gonna... 70s. We're gonna go over some offerings. Bro, first time chatter said, how do I donate? Are you gonna sell a plushie? I don't know. Look for it. I'm sure there's a way to find out if anything is being sold. Perhaps the title could give you a clue. Look, I love money, but like, we gotta, guys, don't help him. Don't type it for him. This is why people don't improve. Because they're like, I don't know how to do this thing. And you go, let me do it for you. This is how people don't learn. All right, let's do it. I like to help. Helping people is how you ensure that people don't learn. December offerings. I go like this. It's too huge. So I gotta... Hold on. I need it to be perfect. There we go. There we go. Taco, thank you for the $10. Thank you for the $10. Said, no, stop talking. I love money. End sentence. I just, you know, I do love money, but I just don't have that greed streak in me to see someone ask how to donate who's a new chatter and be like, here's the link, buddy. I don't know. I just don't have that. You know, if they want to figure it out, that's great, but I feel bad taking money from someone who can't find the link, right? So if they find it themselves, then it's fine. But if they can't, then I wouldn't want it from them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I should be cartoonishly evil. I mean, it would be in my best interest. There are a lot of things I do that definitely don't make me money or make me negative money. But, you know, I'm aware of this. I'm very aware of this, and I choose to live my life how I want to live my life. Why? Because, as Buddha said, you are the heir of your actions or something, combo. Anyway, we got some offerings. If anyone is unfamiliar with offerings, what this is there is a chat in the Discord that is aptly named. Well, Giga, what is it? What is it named? You ask. I'm glad you asked. It's named Offerings. Go to the Discord, and you follow the necessary steps to see everything in the Discord. And what's that? My God, there's a chat with flame emojis around it called Offerings. My goodness. Now, what is it? It is the holy altar in which you place things that you want to give me. Within the rules, of course, which are where? In the chat description. That's right. And you give me things. Ashley, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate it. So you go to that chat, and you're like, I think Giga would really like this picture of a sandwich, and you post it. And then the mods go, can you stop posting stupid-ass pictures of sandwiches? This is not a good offering. And then they smite you. And then you learn from it, and you become better. And you say, Giga, I made this meme. It has you in it. And then you post it, and they go, wow, great. And they leave it there. And then I potentially will then review it on stream. And then I give points on stream. And those points go where? Into your own pocket and, oh my God, What's that above my head? And into your faction point total. Ooh. And it is a great way to turn the tides. To see who is going to win each month. We're nearing the end of the month. What's today? It's the 28th. So this will be the final offerings review before this one ends. And we reset for January. So this one's going to count for a lot. This one's going to count for a lot for this month, okay? And it's actually quite close between everyone. Being like 5k off is not crazy. Not a gap that can't be filled by offerings and participation in other things, etc. Which, as a reminder, almost everything you do to participate in this community gives you points. So literally just showing up and attending things in the Discord, boom, points. Do not forget. Do not forget. Break up. I get you. So we're going to start. We're going to start with this one. From Bouts of the Blind, from the Monsters faction. No caption other than full power geek. I have no complaints about this. This is like a perfect offering. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. Drew this yourself. I like it. No complaints. I'm giving this shit 150 points. 150 to Monsters and Bouts of the Blind. Perfect. Next. Okay, I assume this is from the time when we did the dating profile stream, where I reviewed dating profiles. We got Glunk. So looking for someone with great pull-out game to help get me up is his bio. Dang. Any takers? Any takers in chat? Damn, look at him. Yeah, it's a mirror pick in the puddle. I have... This is another perfect offering, man. This shit's perfect. And the thing is, there are two more. There are two more. So this is Glunk. Undead. Hi, I'm looking for someone who is nice, good at listening, not too loud, and a devout follower of Giga our goddess. Non-believers will burn in eternal hell on Judgment Day. I'm not good at responding, so I might ghost you. Sorry in advance. May Giga bless you, unless you're a dirty non-believer. Ramen. She right is 6-7. I hate it. I hate it here. All right, what are we swiping? Right or left? Right or left? I love she's got the picture of her smiling at the fucking cemetery. I'm still convinced that the guy that was sending pics of his dating profile where every picture was him at the cemetery was like he's straight up a serial killer. There's just no way he wasn't doing that to imply that he's gonna kill you if you go on a date with him, right? This is in reference to that guy. There's no way. All right, last one. He's got his redacted nip. Buff guy looking for someone to ride my huge monster truck. Undead creatures need not apply. Monster supremacy. Check out. I love how you cut it too. Check out this back shot. And then it's cut right there. He's great. He's great. What are we swiping? Right or left? This guy gets it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like the redacted nip and the monster can. Well, I like it. I like all three. Beautiful offering. I think we should do there's 3 of them. They're mostly doodles, but they're like, go back. They're like high effort doodles. I think we should give 100 each. 100 each, so 300 total. They're so good. They're so good. Yeah, Glunk's lighting is crazy. Bro said, I want this to be a whole series, as if there wasn't a series of these. This is a series. It's 3 things. Linear. You know, 1, 2, 3. Which is kind of what a series is. You scroll down. Unfortunately, the screenshot only has this in it, so you're gonna have to go find his profile. Next, a doodle. Well, I say it's a little more than doodle. It's a nice sketch from Avalon. I like this. Very nice. Very nice. I kind of missed the main outfit, but I know it's only been like a week or 2. But every time I put on a new outfit, I try to make sure I only use that for a little bit. But literally the 3rd day, I'm like, I miss my other outfits. I have to hold back, you know. We'll go back to like cycling it. We will. We will. Now, I will say there is one issue with this. One singular issue. No gauntlet on the left hand and no full glove either. Dun, dun, dun. You don't actually have to draw the outfit perfectly correct and put the full gauntlet on. It doesn't have to be the gauntlet, but the hand has to be covered. The only time the hand could be drawn uncovered is if it is literally my own model artist. She's the only one I will allow it, and it's not canon. But I let her do it because I don't want to overwork her. She's the only one. If you're not my literal model artist, you may not. So Pickens is kind of no. She drew it, and I was like, wait a minute. The left arm. But we needed to put out the product, so I said, fuck it. It's not canon, just put it out there. Whatever. No time to fix it. It's just kind of out of like necessity, you know what I mean? It is what it is. And I felt like if we covered it with like steam, that it would have been it would have ruined it kind of like took away from the vibe of the art, the whole feeling, you know? So I was like, just leave it, and I'll just say I'm wearing a skin-colored glove or some shit. Whatever. Whatever. Anyway, Avalon, I really like this. We're gonna do 100 points for the sketch, but minus 40 for the ungloved hand. On your record permanently. Thank you. Thank you. From Moki. Moki's an artist who does a lot of work for me. I hire him all the time because he's so fast, so good. All right now, Boris, I'm pondering the orb. He'll also just, I guess, to like get it out, you know, he'll just draw shit like this occasionally. It's so good. It's so good. A lot of the merch that I do, you'll see, is art from Moki. So like the Boris coaster. Boris coaster was him. Several posters were Moki. All of like the Monster Hunter stuff, a lot of the promotional art for that was Moki. So, same artist. I love this though. It's so good. I approve. I'm giving this 120. 120 points. Is that gay Among Us sex in the orb? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I love this. Whoa. For Husky, Geek After Destroying the Moon. Drawn by Hazel on Blue Sky /X. I like their style. I've seen this artist before. I like their style a lot. I love this stupid hair. I love this hair so much. Now, I know it's not the drawing that did it. Like I've got the hair on the model, whatever, but it's got to be my most favorite hairstyle. Kind of want to just do it forever. It's so good. It's so stupid. I like this. Thank you very much. We're doing 150. 150 for this one. No, I'll get minus 50. You act like I can't use a comb occasionally. Boosfer, check this out. It's me when I'm from space. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Right now we're going over offerings, which is a thing, Raiders, where you can go in my Discord. There's a chat named offerings, and you can like leave stuff for me. It's like fan art or things that people create for me or the community or whatever. And then I go through and I rate them. So we're doing this before I play a game today. Femboy uranium leakage raid. What was going on Boost First stream today, guys? Do tell. What were we doing today? One of you just typed smirk / me smirks. Okay. What is that emote? Welcome to this chat. Hey, I'll take it. No one else said any other raid message, so you know, we're just gonna have to live with it. We're gonna go with it. Well, we're going over offerings, which is where people, you know, take like any fan-made content that is in any way relevant to me or this community, even somewhat, and we rate it. I give that person individually points. We have a whole point system.
Pregnant Mega Men.
Thanks, just Thanks so much. And their faction, which is above my head. People get sorted into 3 factions. Also gets points. So we're just going over some of these today before we go on and play Mon Bazoo, which is some sort of Canadian game that's like My Summer Car. It's insanely highly rated. It's been out for a while, but not 1.0, and then they just did 1.0 like full release, I think on the 18th. So I've been holding off and trying my best to not play that game, to not play it until it's finally released, and you know, a year later it's finally done. So I'll try it today. Anyway, we gave this 150. Thank you, Husky. Next, this is from Ruff. Best fisherman out there. What? The one on the bottom left. It's good. Zero, thank you for the rate. I have no comments. It's just good. It's just good. It's just right. Broad shoulders. Yeah, Ruff always draws like that, but that's just their art style. Look. It just works. It just works. I like this. I'm gonna give this 100 and let's do 175. 175 points for Ruff and the Creatures faction. Thank you. Next. Oh yeah, I saw this. This is our Block Wars team.
Heart, lungs.
Nipples big.
Heart, lungs.
Nipples big.
Thanks, legit. Thanks. Appreciate that. This is our Block Wars team. Our theme was this is the Chaos Edition that we did. Our theme was Dispatch, so they dressed us all as Dispatch characters, but they also they did a really good job where they kept our skins true to what they originally looked like and then made us look like we were dressed as the characters. I'm like astounded. Also, yeah, Joel, for whatever fucking reason, while we were playing Block Wars, he's like eating a chili dog, right? He's like, oh, I'm eating. We're like, what are you eating? He goes, a chili dog. But he's talking about eating this chili dog and making sounds like he's eating for over an hour. So we're like, dude, and literally the whole entirety of Block Wars, which was for Chaos Edition, was a couple hours. And we were like, dude, how many chili dogs have you eaten? And he was like, 1. I'm eating 1 chili dog. What do you mean? Yeah, he's eating it inch by inch, not even. He's eating it like millimeter by millimeter. I'm like, what do you mean you're still eating this chili dog? Which also crazy because like I can't eat stuff with my hands at my desk and then also be like playing Minecraft. I don't know how he did it. And yeah, and he wasn't feeling well, which, you know, great idea to eat a chili dog when you're not feeling well. It's definitely gonna save you. I guess he was eating it with a fork, but I didn't hear any sounds of like fork on plate. So I don't know. I don't know how he did it, man. Anyway, yeah, my skin was Malevola. He could have been leaning down and just eating like a pig out of a trough, right? Could have been. So no matter what anyone says, no matter what he says, my headcanon is that he was sitting there playing Block Wars and he was keeping his hands on the mouse and keyboard and then just leaning down like a horse to eat the food off the plate like that. And no matter what anyone says, that is what it is, because I've imagined it. And he didn't tell me the truth before that, so, you know. Anyway, the shit was good. This team was good. I loved being on this team. I love this team. I felt a little bad because I did join in a little bit, but some people were kind of like crashing out over how some of the stuff was unbalanced. But from my POV, the malding was really funny. I was just kind of laughing listening to like Sneak Mauled. Oh, it was good. It was good. And I don't know why, but for whatever reason, a lot of people were like, Giga and Big Puffer on the same team? No way. I don't know much about Big Puffer. So I don't really know what the relevance was, but that was cool too. I don't know what that was about. I assume it's nothing bad, you know? Like, people were excited, but I don't know. Thanks, though. I was just glad to be a Joe, especially. But I like this art. It's a banger. Let's do 200, because you drew so many different people. Let's do 200. The banter was fun. This team was really fun. It's kind of a little not balanced. A little kind. Yeah, depending on the game. Some games were still really fun with 7. Some games were a little off. From Verka, Unfinished Art from December 2023 on the left and August 2024 on the right. Oh, yeah, you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. For offerings, I don't care if you post like a completely finished piece. Sometimes you draw and you just don't have it in you to like full render everything. I would rather you just post what you're happy making and not worry about finishing it than being like, oh, I'll finish it. And then 3 months later, you're like, yeah, I'll finish it. And you're like torturing yourself over it. Just post it. It's fine. You don't have to post finished art pieces. People do doodles and stuff in here all the time, or just flat color, you know. It's all good. It's all good. I don't mind. So you don't need to worry about like finishing stuff to post here. It's whatever. I do give fewer points if it's not like a full render drawing versus another one that is full rendered, because why would I give the person that spent 20 hours the same points? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna like fuck over that person, but it doesn't mean I hate it, you know? So yeah, the hair is like okay, it's thick. It's like a leaf. Like I'm there to catch sunlight. I like them. Let's do 120. Let's do 120 for them. Thank you. Only finish what makes you happy. Come on. Buddha once said. Ooh, little 3D assets. It's cool because, like, if you didn't tell me they were 3D, I would think that maybe they were 2D just from the art style, but then I see the different angles and they're obviously little 3D dudes. This is from Shadowben. I love these. I love these. I have to ask him if there's anywhere to grab these from, because I might be able to like use these things sometimes, you know what I mean? 3D assets are easier to like place around. I want a Slime Rancher with these. Yeah, I wanted to play through Slime Rancher 2. I played a little bit and really liked it and then put it down because something else came out around the same time that I ended up kind of like shifting over to. But at some point I want to go back and just play the fuck out of Slime Rancher 2. I don't know. I haven't forgotten. I still have it downloaded. It's like in my list. I don't know if I want to stream it though. I feel like it's maybe better as a head empty game. I don't know. Anyway, I love these. I love these. They're really cute. Let's do... How about 120? We'll do 120 for these. He's been making a lot of slimes. He can probably send you the files. Probably, yeah. He makes a lot of stuff like this. From Fish again, obsessive habit. Every time I have a new outfit. Every time I have a new outfit, Fish draws this meme. Oh, man. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I have, there's some other, like, prompts like this that I could give as well. If you guys want, like, funny shit. the kind of reference and redraw. I got some bangers. I got some bangers. I was thinking of you know how when you, I don't know if any of you have ever like followed in any way any K-pop groups or J-pop artists as well, where you like follow their official Twitter and you start getting recommended tweets from fans. Have you ever seen fan sites on Twitter? And what they do is they like, you know, like paparazzi, they just follow them to their official schedules. Assuming they're not crazy, they only go to official schedules. And they, you know, take photos of them going in and out and blah, blah, blah. And then at the events. And so the fan sites, all of their posts, they'll have like the date. They'll have the date and then just tags of that person. So it'll be like 14, 20, 25. And then it'll be like, you know, ICN, Incheon for airport, right? So they'll say like the date and some small reference to where it was or what it was. And then like 4 pictures of the person and it'll be like them in their airport outfit. I was going to consider hiring someone to just doodle shit like that. And then I just post about myself like that. And I'll just make shit up and post it on Twitter. Because I was like, I want stuff to post on Twitter, but I don't know what to post. And I was like, I should just be my own fan site. Right? Like imagine I'm doing hall mat. So the day before, I do an airport photo shoot, doodle, right? Like 4 doodles set up, and I do a date code and pretend I've just arrived at like the Orlando airport. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's stuff that I'm actually doing, you know? I thought it'd be fun. I thought it'd be really fun. Could do the same thing when people are doing meet and greets. Get a doodle of me doing like one of those fan signs where you sit at the table and everyone's lined up like one by one saying hi, and they like give you stupid shit to wear on your head, and you know. I got a lot of ideas for it where I'm like, I should just grab people to doodle this shit. It'd be funny. Anyway, this reminds me of that. I've been wanting to do that for a bit. You get recommended ones like that for Faker and T1 sometimes? Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the teams over there have that. They have fan sites that like take photos of them arriving and leaving their different like important scheduled events, right? I look at that and I'm like, I should do that, but I'd have to get it drawn. But I want to. Anyway, I love this because it reminds me of it. It's my favorite meme. We'll do 150. 150 for this. 150. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh, and we have a time lapse. Ooh. Look at that. I like the expression a lot on this one. It came out good. It came out really good. Thank you for the art. I like this one. This is the vibe. This is the vibe. Let's do 180. 180 for this one. 180 points. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Why did I make a link? Because you put dots in it. If you say anything dot anything in Twitch chat, it just immediately assumes it's a link. This is from RoboCat. Okay, this is a reference to an alt stream. If you didn't see it, in GTA, we got some weird storylines going on, and there was this one where this guy, his name is Rusty, okay? The guy that I'm praying to there. This guy is Rusty. And he has some storyline for his character's backstory. Basically, he's a pirate, and he was saying it was incredible. It was incredible. He was like, it sounded so stupid when he was setting it up, but I played along. We made a dumb scene happen that turned out so good. And he was like, okay, so I actually can't hear music. I have a hearing issue. And he came to my character because she's the doctor. And so I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, I think it might, I don't think it's really a medical issue so much as maybe it's like black magic. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because we, you know, usually you don't really RP that a lot of supernatural stuff happens, but like, he's already a pirate. I just go along with it. I'm like, what went on? And he was like, at some point, there was a siren when I was out at sea, and I listened to its song, and then I passed out. And ever since then, I can't hear music. And I was like, what? So I went along with this story, and this shit went on for weeks of buildup. And then at like our big group meeting, he gets up on the mic and he's like, I bring the doctor up here. We are going to perform a ritual. And what I did was I suggested that we have a bunch of people, like we have literally everyone all start singing to him at once, but everyone sings a different song. And so I had like a bunch of people all standing around him, all these different role players in this game, all singing different songs at the same time. And it was like the hardest thing to listen to ever. And when everyone's kind of done with their songs, he like passes out. He goes like, oh, it falls on the floor. And everyone's like, what? And he starts going like, and he starts humming and he gets up again. And we're like, what's going on? And he made a song that was like this really intense, dramatic drone. And it sounded like a like a song at sea for pirates. And he sang it. And his voice is so good. I hadn't heard him sing before, but his voice was so good. And I was just sitting there doing prayer hands on my character. It wasn't a shanty. It was gorgeous. And he's just sitting there singing into the mic, this pirate, and everyone else who's like part of our whole roleplay scenario, right? Part of our group is just standing there like, what the fuck is going on? It was really good. It was really good. It was so funny. And if you have never watched roleplay before, I feel like that's one of the funniest arcs to start on, man. It was so weird. It was so weird. A lot of people, yeah, they were like, my life has changed after watching this. It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah, and then some people started yelling about black magic and being like, we have to kill them! Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Anyway, this is a reference to that. If you're like, what the fuck is this drawing? It's our characters as he sings and mine praise for him. So stupid, but so fun. Let's do... I want to do 180. I want to do 180 for this because the reference is so good. 180. This shit was beautiful. If Mouse plays V, I hope she means the pirates. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who is and isn't invited, but I assume like anyone who is a known streamer who played on the last server would probably be invited back so long as they weren't an asshole. But I don't know. The Grinch. I really like this one. To this day, this is still, in my opinion, the best Christmas movie. Okay, The Grinch and Meet Me in St. Louis are like the two. Everything else is 2 tiers below, okay? This is the best one. 100%. There's nothing better than the scene where he starts smiling slowly and he like unfurls his hair at the end on top of his head. It is to this day my most favorite scene in anything animated ever, 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 ever. Nothing will ever compare to the Grinch just slowly smiling and his hair unfurls. It's it's perfect. I love the Grinch. Let's do 175. We'll do 175. Jingle All the Way says nah. I don't think Jingle All the Way is bad. It's just, you know, it does not hold a candle to the Grinch. And the Grinch stole Christmas. Ooh, cape on, cape off version. Ooh. I like this. Actually, you know, I never asked them for a toggle where I can put the veil on without the entire cape. Because I just felt like I had to keep them both on. But I like seeing it on the right. I like seeing it with the veil, but not the whole cape. I kind of like it. Anyway, I pray for your soul having to draw this. When I got this outfit designed, I was looking at it and I was like, this is going to be a lot. We actually toned it down a little too, a little less detailed. There were some versions of this design that were wildly different that I really wanted to do, but I thought they were just so much. I thought they were so much, and I was like, you know what? Everyone who has to draw this is going to cry, so let's be nice, and let's pick the one that is still within reason. But I like this one, and I liked the vibe because I wanted it to differ from Mouse's quite a bit, too. You know? I like how it came out. Hi, Milky! Hi, Milky! I did keep, though, I kept all the drafts of the other versions of this because they didn't look similar at all. They might have had some similar theming, but they didn't actually look similar. And I didn't want to show them because I think I might use one or two for something in the future. I don't know. Or work on them, you know? So I'm going to keep those in a box somewhere far, far away. And maybe I'll use it. Maybe I won't, but they're really good, man. They're too good to not, you know, do something with it at least. Anyway, I love this. I love this. It came out so well. Thank you, Lynn. Let's do 150. Actually, you know what? No. Since it's a full body, let's do 180. Since it's a full body piece. It's a lot of time put in. Next, from Ty. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was reading this. It's been a rough year, but I like thank my favorite creators for helping me get through it. It's Ty's faves. Rate Ty's faves. Rate it now. Let's see who I can recognize. Okay, we got Mint, we got Matara, we got me. Is this all Teru? We got May. We got Cotton. We got Kamimi. We got Grimmy. Some of these I'm like not sure. We got Dia. We got Sai. Oh, Dust. Yeah, we got Dust. Silver? Is Silver here? I don't think Silver's here, unless I'm blind. Silver. Yeah, Nova. Nova's all right here. A Mega. Is this Spite? Is this Spite? Oh, UV. Oh, that's supposed to be Zen. Okay. I got you. It's cute. I like how this came out. I like it. Let's give this a solid. I'll only give points for the little this and not the whole piece. Let's do 70 points. 70 points. Oh, it's for Katie. I see. Okay. I got you. Oh, Nostro. You're right. All right. Next. Obligatory Christmas GEEGA. Merry Geeksmas. Look at that. Look at that. I have considered in the past getting a straight up Christmas outfit. But every time I'm like, oh, but then I can't wear it outside of like December, you know? You can wear it up until maybe Little Christmas, but most people don't. They don't care about Little Christmas. That's like only certain people. So you could maybe wear it after Christmas for a couple days, but it feels so specific, you know? It feels so specific. That's why I haven't really done holiday outfits, because I feel like I want to be able to bring them back throughout the year, you know? We called an elf more too. Oh, true. I mean, I don't really care if people do, like, it's not a big deal. I correct people, but I don't get, like, angry. You know what I mean? I'll just be like, I'm doing it, and they go like, huh, okay, because they're, you know, racist against anyone with pointy ears, but, you know, that's just a problem with them, and they have to look within. What is Little Christmas? It's January 6th. What's the actual name? I only call it Little Christmas. Little Christmas. You could call it Three Kings Day as the Feast of the Epiphany. It's the Feast of the Epiphany. That's what I was looking for. Some people also call it Old Christmas. That's something that people will call it sometimes. But, you know, the 12 days of Christmas are not the 12 days leading up to Christmas. It's actually starting from Christmas and afterward. So the Epiphany is on the 6th. All right, and it's the official last day of Christmas, and this is why a lot of people keep their decorations up. We always called it Little Christmas. But there are a lot of different cultures that call it different things or have slightly different stories about it. But it's, you remember like the kings had to do their travel to da baby and give things, and then they had to travel back. It's related to a lot of that. Your gran used to call it Women's Christmas. I've heard that one. Who calls it that, though? I don't know what... Is that an Irish thing? Let me look this up. Hold on. Christmas. Yeah. It's an Irish thing that they call it that. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the Epiphany. All I know is, for me, we basically celebrate Christmas again. We do Christmas round 2, you know? We do round 2. And then what a lot of people do is they take down their decorations, but they don't take down everything. They just take down the stuff that's like super ultra Christmas Day related, and then stuff that's generally wintry often gets left up so that the place doesn't look empty and dead while winter is still happening, you know? But yeah. Yeah, we do a little run back. We do a little feast part 2. We do. It's too good to not. Like, we have an excuse, so, you know, why not? Anyway, I feel like that's the longest you could do. Like, if I was streaming and I had a Christmas outfit that looked like this, I think I could wear it up until then and argue with people that Christmas isn't over, right? Because that's the 12 days. But then once you hit the 6th and you're going, you know, 7th and beyond, people would start complaining so much. They'd be like, "You're wearing a Santa thing, but it's not Christmas anymore." So that's why I don't have a Christmas outfit, because I want to be able to just wear it for the whole winter, you know? Yeah, winter fit. Exactly. Anyway, I like this, though, because I often fantasize about just doing a Santa outfit. It would be nice, you know? It's just a lot. It's a lot for a short time. I love it. I'm gonna say, let's do 150. Let's do 150. Catholic girl winter. Oh, I saw this one on Twitter. I saw this one. This was all the people that went to my Hallmat booth and did meet and greets. That's what this lineup is. I love Zen's hat. Zen's stupid hat. This Grape and Nina at the top. Then we got Zen, we got Sakuna, we got Mata, we got me. I love it's evil Mata too, because she was wearing that the whole weekend. Joel's head. Joel is not there only as a head. If you look slightly to the left of where I am, or like just below Zen, you could see that his body is there. And it's just the nub that his head's supposed to go on. And then we got May and Limes. I liked being able to get like this lineup of people at the booth. It felt really good. It was such a weird grouping, but it felt right. I would have liked to invite more people. Number 1, timelines. No. But number 2, turns out there's just not enough time to schedule more people than that in at a singular booth, unless you have multiple stations. And we just had the one. I really was like, I'd love to bring like 20 people. But then as I was scheduling, actually impossible unless you give people 30 minutes, which is not enough at all. So I have learned, you know, what the limitations are. Yeah, schedule was packed. All VTubers somehow know each other? Absolutely not, actually. Most of the known ones know each other, mostly, but people bring up, and I feel bad every time. People bring up names or I see like a design and they say, "Oh, that's whomever," and I don't know so many people. There's so many that are like known in some way that I don't know. And then someone will be like, "Oh, you just hooed them." And I'm like, there are thousands. What the fuck do you want me to do? Like, study all of them? For what? I'm never gonna meet most of them. You know? And I don't care if they know me either. It's fine. I don't know. That's one of those things where I'm like, I hate this scenario, dude. It is a big pond. It used to be a lot smaller. I think everyone did know each other in like 2020, 2021. After that, though, nope. It's just impossible. Completely impossible. If you don't know, you don't know. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, but then people will be like, oh my God, you hate them. Or, you know, where they'll be like, you said that and now they're going to cry. And I'm like, what do you, I don't know. I don't know, man. I can't even list all the Pokemon, dude. I can't list all the Pokemon. There's no way I'm listing all the VTubers. Anyway, I love this art. 200 points. 200 points. It does all come back to literacy. It does. Ooh, I think this might be the last one too. Full plate, my beloved from Llama. I really like this one because this gives me that that vibe of a lot of older paintings that are like super dark and the lighting just hits like the faces of the characters in the painting, right? The angle is good too, yeah. Yeah, it just reminds me of like those really dark, moody older paintings. Reference was Rembrandt. Yeah. You can tell. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I like that you drew the sensor, but you actually didn't have it actively lit, so you just drew like really dark here. I like that. Otherwise, you would have had to make this really bright thing and have all this bounce lighting that would have just totally ruined the whole mood of it. Because I'm aware it's bright. It came out good. I like it. Let's do... How about... We'll do 175 for this one. 175. I like it. Yeah, I like watching painting restoration too. It always kind of stresses me though when I watch them just like pour liquid on this old painting. I know they're just trying to like buff out some stuff, but I get stressed. All right, that should be the last one. The line, yeah. Okay, thank you all. Remember, if you like this outfit, ooh, don't forget that we got stuff. We got merch of me and Mouse. Close this. We got merch of me and Mouse in our matching outfits. So if you want stuff, it is only on sale for another 2 weeks, maybe? Ish. Not even. Yeah, just about. So just know that. Just know that. Okay.